accumulate approximately 2.9 million miles of driving during their career. The typical owner-operator logged nearly 121,500 miles in 2018, of which 26,000 miles was deadhead. What is deadhead? Deadhead. Let's go and look up the word. Deadhead. Deadheads, deadheaded, deadheading, deadheads, with no passengers or freight. Oh, empty truck. Deadhead. Plane carrying no passengers or freight, vehicles such as bus, train, taxi that travels empty with no passengers. One who goes to a performance without paying the admission fee. A fan of the rock band The Grateful Dead, Faded Flowerhead. Unintelligent person go to performance without paying the admission fee. 공짜로 들어가다. Okay, deadhead. So we learned
deadhead,
okay, deadhead.
deadhead,
Deadhead. Deadhead.
deadhead,
Deadhead.
deadhead,
Deadhead. Since we looked up deadhead, empty truck. Let's spot. What was it? Spot demand. Come on, man. Spot demand. Web dictionaries. Dictionary.com. Spot demand. Spot surge. Oh, spot industry. Or spot market. Reefer truck. A market in which commodities as grain, gold, or crude oil are dealt in for cash and immediate delivery, distinguished from futures market. Okay, so distinguished from futures market. Dead spot market. A market in which commodities as grain, gold, or crude oil are dealt in for cash and immediate delivery. Spot market. Spot market, not futures market. So 11.84 billion tons moved by truck in 2019, up from 11.49 billion tons in 2019. In 2019, there were 3.6 million truck drivers employed in the U.S. 7.95 million people were employed in trucking-related jobs in the U.S. in 2019. 6.7% of the truck drivers in the U.S. are women. 41.5% of the truck industry drivers are minorities. The average age of drivers in the truck industry is 46 years old. The average annual wage for heavy and tractor-trailer truck drivers is $46,307. That's low. The average annual salary for light or delivery service truck drivers is $41,960. In July 2020, the average hourly earnings for employees in the industry was $26.30. The average industry employee worked 41.2 hours per week in the July 2020. To combat the driver shortage, the industry will need to hire about 1.1 million new drivers for the next decade, or an average of 110,000 drivers per year. Yeah, that's why I am interested becoming a truck driver in America when I retire from my job with KT, Korea Telecom, here in Korea. COVID-19 pandemic. The trucking industry lost more than 88,000 jobs in April 2020, a 5.8% drop from March 2020. The impact of COVID-19 sent the industry on an employment roller coaster ride, with the peak unemployment in June of 2020 at 12%, only to plunge to 6.3 by August of 2020. Food service distributors were among the hardest hit sectors, enduring an outsized negative impact due to the closures of schools, restaurants, and hotels. Companies that were forced to lay off their drivers due to the impact of lockdowns continue to struggle with bringing drivers back, a situation that continues to cause widespread shortages in the food service industry. Conclusion: 2020 was a unique year in the history of the trucking industry. While creating a short-term crisis for the industry, the widespread economic and supply disruption has also created an unparalleled opportunity for growth going forward. The single greatest limiting factor the industry will face for the remainder of 2021 and into 2022 is a driver shortage that has been exponentially worsened by a higher than average demand for shipping. Across the board, employers are increasing wages and offering greater incentives to their drivers and potential recruits in an effort to combat a worsening driver shortage. Truck industry statistics infographic. Cloud trucks. Take control of your loads, hours, and work life. Get access to over 2,000 brokers and shippers. Maximize revenue and minimize headaches with Cloud Trucks Schedule Optimizer. Related articles: How to find truckloads, 5 methods plus expert tips. Figuring out how to find truckloads can be difficult at first. Check out this guide to finding loads for truck drivers to maximize your profit and efficiency. So, finding your truckload. So, truckload in Korean is 운송간. Yeah. 19 practical gift ideas for truck drivers. Find gift ideas for truck drivers to help the road feel a little more like home. Discover gifts that provide comfort and safety for the special trucker in your life. How to start a trucking business complete checklist. If you are looking for how to start trucking business without all the fluff, we've put together this checklist that lists all the steps and how much it will cost. Start driving with Cloud Trucks. Have questions? Give us a call at sign up for free view pricing. Okay, view pricing. You have questions to feed? Cash advance, teamwork. Okay, so thanks for listening. That's it. Take care. Bye bye.